When my sister Evie turned 80, her children threw a party for her at a rooftop restaurant in San Diego. Of course, Mom and I went, and I prepared something to say about her. First thing I said was, "Happy anniversary. Stay well. Have many more birthdays." When I was trying to decide what to say about you, I mentioned that you were a great shoe sales lady, that you were a good manager of shoe stores, that you were the president of Jack's Shoe Store when Dad retired. But I also mentioned that you gave it all up and picked up a deck of cards and made yourself into a wonderful bridge player and teacher. And so I decided to look at Dad's autobiography and see what he said when you were born. That was 1922. The day began when Dad took the mail bag from his general store in Roston and took it out and hung it on a hook at the railroad tracks. So the train coming through would pick it up. And he said, "I took the bag out because I could hear the train coming when my clerk at the general store called me. 'Mr. Jackson, you have a long distance call from Pittsburgh.' I knew that it must be about my Bible, who was pregnant and the baby was due. So I ran in the store and I picked up the phone. I heard my father-in-law say, 'Mazel tov, mazel tov, you have a beautiful baby girl.' Oh, I was so excited. I got in our Buick and I drove to Pittsburgh to the hospital. I got some flowers and went up to my Bible's room. She smiled and said to me, 'I got your baby, your daughter, your baby girl.' I was so happy. I kissed her and I hugged her. The nurse came in and said, 'Mr. Jackson, the doctor wants to see you.' My heart began to pump. Why would he want me? She said, 'Come this way.' She took me to the doctor. He said, 'Mr. Jackson, you have a fine daughter. I need your help.' So I went over to him and I looked and my baby was beautiful. He said, 'I want you to hold her while I try to open up her hand.' I held her. He took her hand and he unfolded one finger. Then he unfolded a second finger, and then a third finger, and a fourth finger, and finally he opened all her fingers, and there in the palm of her hand was the tiniest deck of cards I had ever seen.